Hello and welcome to the Griffin News. I'm Kyrie Moses.
And I'm Jordy Clark.
Today's big story, students met for the 8th annual Walk for Lily's Hope Foundation. With more, standing by is Griffin News reporter Christopher Civil.
Students, faculty, and other members of the CHC community gathered here today in the Piazza to start the 8th annual Walk for the Lily's Hope Foundation. The mile-long walk around Chestnut Hill College campus raises efforts to assist families with children born prematurely. Lillian Hope, born 7 weeks premature and weighing only 2 pounds, 12 ounces, leads the event. By her side, her brother Aiden, born weighing 5 pounds and 2 ounces. Their stories inspired the Hope family to give back and create the Lily's Hope Foundation. For the walk, participants begin in the Piazza and adventure to the 4th floor of St. Joseph Hall.
The volleyball team and I walked in support of Lily's family, and we just wanted to be there for everybody and for the good cause.
But the Hope family encourages help that extends beyond the doors of CHC.
We hope that families, students get an idea that there are things going on outside of the college, but that their small contribution by coming out today and spending an hour with us and purchasing a chance, that they get an idea that they're supporting the community out there as well.
Walkers receive a treat at the end of the journey, where they could also buy chances for a raffle. For more information on the foundation, you can visit www.lilieshopefoundation.org. Reporting for the Griffin News, I'm Christopher Civil.
Music is coming to fill the halls of Chestnut Hill. The Fall Chamber Concert is set for Tuesday at 7 p.m. The East Parlor holds a musical performance. The concert features the flute and string ensemble. All students, faculty, and CHC community members are invited to attend. Students interested in traveling the world, there's an opportunity to learn more about one particular country. The Global Education Office presents Travel at Tea Time. The event is a chance for students to discuss with foreign exchange from CHC partners, University, Sassine attend in Fournier Hall, room 10 this upcoming Tuesday, October 10th from 4 to 5 p.m.
Some important dates are coming up. Be sure to mark your calendars. The Withdrawal Without Failing period ends on Monday, October 17th, and spring registration is right around the corner. Seniors and interdisciplinary honors programs are first up at 7 a.m. on Tuesday, October 18th. Juniors, Wednesday, October 19th. Sophomores, Thursday, October 20th. And freshmen, Friday, October 21st. We'll take a break from the news and send it over to weather correspondent Kira Eaton. Kira, how's it look?
Thanks, Kyrie. This next fall week will be surprisingly warm. Tonight, however, is going to be chilly with a low of 46 degrees, so dress warm if you're going out after sundown. Friday is going to be bright and sunny with a high of 64 and another cool low of 43. This weekend we'll have some beautiful rays. Saturday with a high of 66 and a low of 46. Sunday, a high of 68 and a low of 55. Monday, we're getting back into the 70s with a partly cloudy high of 75 and a low of 57. For all you fall lovers who feel the warm weather is too warm for the season, just remember how spooky the out-of-place weather is. I'm your meteorologist, Kira Eaton, and enjoy the beautiful weather this weekend. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Kira.
Still more to come on the Griffins News. Stay with us.
The message to get out and vote is spreading as voter registration experienced an incredible surge this month. The registration deadline closed Tuesday. More than 300,000 voter registrations were filed online in the past 3 weeks. The surge does not come as a surprise to many. Hundreds of registration drives and efforts intensified recently. Final totals will be released at the end of the month. National polling averages show Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton is leading with 44.3%. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump is behind at 39.7%. The Trump campaign is set to stop at a rally in North Carolina, where he is attempting to drum up support after the release of him showing the presidential candidate sending an offensive message. On the Democratic side, Clinton is set to campaign with President Obama and former President Bill Clinton in Ohio. The event is encouraging voters to get out early and begin voting.
One of the presidential candidates took the typical politician kissing a baby a step further. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump took to the stage at a rally Monday with a toddler dressed just like him. The rally took place in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Trump's look-alike wore a mini suit and a blonde wig.
And your mommy, right? Do you want to go back? Do you want to go back to them, or do you want to stay with Donald Trump?
Trump.
On to sports news. We'll send it over to sports anchor Christian Hernandez with an update. Christian?
Welcome back from fall break. I'm Chris Hernandez, and it's time for sports.
The 8-10 women's volleyball team is attempting to make a last season playoffs push. The Griffins took on the University of the Sciences Tuesday night. In the first set, Chestnut Hill's Riley Bixby and impressive 4 exchange fouls. Bixby proved to be an offensive weapon, ending the contest with 14 kills. The Griffins go on to take the first set 27-25. Fast forward to the second set, Samantha Galvan keeps the ball rolling despite near the end line. GC takes 2 sets to nothing lead. Now in the third set, sophomore outside hitter Samantha Smith fires a cross-court torpedo. Not even a chance to save that one. University of the Sciences forced the fourth set. What a mistake. Chestnut Hill dominates the last set 25-5 and walk out with the victory. A lot of players contributed to the win. Kaler led the team with 15 kills on offense. 8 total players had at least 1 kill. And on defense, Trabosh dazzled with 25 digs. Fresh off their win over Cornell University, the CHC Sprint football team traveled to Connecticut to face off against Post University for the 2nd annual CAC Bowl last week. The Griffins go down early. Eagles quarterback Buddy Enriquez connects with wideout Rocco Guerrero for a 5-yard touchdown in the first minute of the game. Special team goes on to miss the PAT. First drive of the third quarter, the Griffins finally answer. High snap, but running back Jonathan Barber runs it in from 12 yards out, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Look at this again. Flags everywhere after an ugly 15-yard faceback penalty. Next drive, Chestnut Hill adds to their lead with a 21-yard bullet to receiver Reginald Robinson. Fourth quarter, things get dicey. Eagles cause a 4th turnover. Post take over in Griffin territory with 5 minutes left. Eagles Kalik Little capitalizes with a 1-yard rush. They go for 2, no good. Eagles now down by 2. Chestnut Hill special teams coming in the clutch. They pin the Eagles at their own 6. Enriquez flies to the left. Reggie picks off the QB. The kid does it all. Griffins run the clock out and celebrate a W. 14-12 is the final. MVP goes out to Reggie Robinson. Game-sealing INT, game-winning score, and a team-high 9 tackles. Now on to the Philadelphia Eagles. Wentz and Coach Peterson attempting to write history as the first rookie duo to start our season 4-0. Eagles travel to Motown to take on the 1-3 Detroit Lions. Lions started off. Matthew Stafford fires to Theo Riddick for a 1-yard TD. Detroit up 14-0. Carson Wentz leads the Eagles to the end zone. 1-yard pitch and catch from Ryan Matthews. Stanford answers next with Marvin Jones in the back of the end zone. Way to get those feet down. Going to the half, Lions lead 21-10. Eagles come back out hot. First drive, receiver Josh Huff hits Pater with a 1-yard slant. Next possession, Stafford scrambles, and he loses the football. Birds recover at the line 16, but have to settle for a field goal. Fourth quarter, costly turnover. Matthews fumbles and Detroit takes over in Philadelphia territory. Matt Prater hits the 29-yarder with 90 seconds remaining to take the lead. Wentz starts the drive at their own 20, 1st and 10. He can't find anyone, looks deep, and he's picked off. His first career interception, and he'll remember it. Detroit defeats the undefeated Eagles 24-23. Eagles looking ahead to the NFC East matchup with the Washington Redskins away this Sunday. Wentz looks to rebound and continue his success against the 6th-worst defense in the league. Over to the Major League Baseball postseason, the Chicago Cubs take on the San Francisco Giants, looking to end their 108-year World Series drought. Fast forward to the 3rd inning, David Ross ties the game at 1 with a solo home run to left. In the 5th, Connor Gillespie continues his clutch postseason with an RBI single. Giants lead 4-2. And now the 9th inning, Cubs down 5-2. Ben Zobrist brings home Chris Bryant. Next batter, Wilson Contreras ties the game at 5 with a pinch hit 2-run single. Javier Baez stays red hot and drives in Jason Hayward to give the Cubbies a 6-5 lead. Aroldis Chapman comes into close, slams the door shut, and Chicago advances to the NLCS. That's all for sports. I'm Chris Hernandez. Back to Jada and Jordy at the desk.
Thanks, Christian. For more on sports and other school news, check us out on social media. Follow at CHC_TV on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook at CHC Television. I'm Jordy Clark.
And I'm Kyrie Moses. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our Tuesday broadcast with anchors Christopher Civil and Jada Zabala. We'll leave you today with a video produced by our very own Jada Zabala.
Addicted to the drama, only attracted to things that'll bring the trauma. Overseas, yeah, we tryna stop hair terrorism, but we still got terrorists here living in the USA, the big CIA, the Bloods and the Crips and the KKK. But if you only have love for your own race, then you only leave space to discriminate, and to discriminate only generates hate. And when you hate, then you're bound to get irate. Yeah, madness is what you demonstrate, and that's exactly how anger works and operates. Man, you gotta have love just to set it straight. Take control of your mind and meditate. Let your soul gravitate to the love, y'all.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. When you practice what you preach, and would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. These people got me questioning, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love?
It just ain't the same, always new change. New days are strange, is the world insane? If love and peace is so strong, why are the pieces of love that don't belong? Nations dropping bombs, chemical gases filling lungs of little ones with ongoing suffering as the youth are young. So ask yourself, is the loving really gone? So I could ask myself, really what is going wrong in this world that we living in? People keep on giving in, making wrong decisions, only visions of them dividends. Not respecting each other, denying thy brother. A war's going on, but the reason's undercover. The truth is kept secret, it's swept under the rug. If you never know truth, then you never know love. Where's the love, y'all? Come on, I don't know. Where's the truth, y'all? Come on, I don't know. Where's the love, y'all?
People killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. When you practice what you preach, and would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. These people got me questioning, where is the love? 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 Where is the
Feel the weight of the world on my shoulder. As I'm getting older, your people get colder. Most of us only care about money making. Selfishness got us following the wrong direction. Wrong information always shown by the media. Negative images is the main criteria. Infecting the young minds faster than bacteria. Kids wanna act like what they see in the cinemas. Yeah. Whatever happened to the values of humanity? Whatever happened to the fairness and equality? Instead of spreading love, we're spreading animosity. Lack of understanding leading us away from unity. That's the reason why sometimes I'm feeling under. That's the reason why sometimes I'm feeling down. It's no wonder why sometimes I'm feeling under. Gotta keep my faith alive till love is found. Now ask yourself,
Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. These people got me questioning, where is the love?
sing with me, y'all.
One word, one word. We only got one word. That's all we got. One word. And something's wrong with it. Something's wrong with it. Something's wrong with the word. Yeah, we only got one word.